Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to... Yes, that's right, Lockdown Licks. Definitely the world's cheapest internet music channel. Hello there, my name is Steve Yates, and what I'm going to be doing is covering a different lick in each episode of this. So the one I played at the beginning is the one that we're going to be working on, and I shall play it again. This is a very useful lick. You can use it in all forms of context. It's in A minor. This could be used over the Dorian mode or the Aeolian, not the Phrygian because it has a B natural in it. So on to how we play it. Well, I'll play it one more time slowly. And this is the breakdown of the left hand part. We start with going to our root note and we hammer on onto the third, fifth, minor seventh, ninth, and back to root. So it's a minor seventh arpeggio leaping to the 9. Let's give you a close-up. Whoops. You can see I'm not used to this internet camera malarkey, but I'm willing to learn. Okay, to that wondrous thing we attach an interesting string jump. Run, and that's all left hand, see? None of this. And then straight over to the A. Now you could pick each of those notes, in which case you might like to play the top A with one of your fingers rather than the plectrum. The old hybrid pick would look like, oh my goodness, it would look like, looking at this hand now, see that one there. However, if I pluck them all, actually I use my third finger, most people don't, but I use my third finger in that kind of hybrid, particularly if I'm jumping a string because it's closer to the string. But smoother if you hammer on, and you can use your plectrum. You probably could use your plectrum if you picked it, but it's a fast jump. So what we then do, 7, 9. And that is a sweep with the right hand. I'll go over the right hand in more detail in a moment. Let's just have a look at what we've got on the left. Get that as close to you as you can. Now what I do is I pull that one off, or pick it. I'd probably pick it actually. I might well pick it. I think I've got a bit of shine on the fingerboard from some daylight. I'm not quite sure if that's a good thing or not, but I shall move around this one. The overall effect on this is very modal. It's not chromatic, it doesn't have that kind of jazzy vibe about it, but it would work in a Latin context or a fusion context. It's not particularly bluesy, but then it's not supposed to be. It's the sort of thing you might use in a rock context, metal, progressive rock context perhaps. Let's have a look at the right hand. And I need to position this so that I'm going to be conducive. Well, that'll be alright. Okay, so to start with, that's going to be a sweep, obviously. If you want to alternate pick it, fine, be my guest. It's a whole lot harder. So is that. You can see me there. You can see how it rolls off quite nicely. If you use the hammer-ons on the third string, particularly, if you don't, you have to throw that finger into the equation. Oops. As you can no doubt see, that's not the way I do it, which is why it's confusing me. And that's generally how we do that one. So all it remains to point out is, of course, what you have to do is you have to make sure, as you do with every single lick, that you know how to get into this lick from another one and out of this lick into another one. So I could, for instance, just go into a pentatonic scale after it, or some such thing, or I could think of some elaborate lick that I could lead into. Later on I will be looking at a lot of longer sequences. A lot of the licks that I'm going to be covering are going to be quite long, and that is the reason why I want them to be quite long, is because when we improvise it's important to be able to fluidly go from one thing to the next. Learning a blues lick that goes, what do you do next? What you don't want to do also with a lick like this, you see, you know, when after I finish the whole or whatever, you don't want to be left there staring stupidly at it going, what do I play? You always want to be moving on to the next lick, and you also want to make sure that you can actually come to this lick from another one. Anyway, I think that covers that one.